Okay, will the concerts in Spain in October will be similar to those shows you have been playing in Spain, for example, last month in Cartagena, Rock Imperium Festival, or in Resurrection Fest this month? Will be different if we compare it with
Yes.
those shows?
Yes, there will be, because these are going to be headline shows. That means we're going to be playing in front of our own accept people, and that means we can play a lot more deeper cuts, especially from the new album, and we're going to play some other songs. You know, at a festival, you have a different mindset, because you have to understand that not everybody is there to see accept. There's a lot of fans. I mean, I hope not. I think by now everybody should be familiar with accept, but I know they're not. There's a lot of fans that come to see other bands. That's okay, but that's why we have a different set list, you know.
Anyway, you have been playing, if I'm not wrong, 3 new songs from Humanoid in the last festivals.
Yeah, we'll probably play more of the new album in this, and we'll probably play some other songs from the new era a lot more. So, I mean, we're just gonna mix it up, and I can't really say for sure, because we have not done the set list yet, but I know as a rule of thumb, there's gonna be more, you know, special songs for the fans in those headline shows. And we're gonna play a longer set. We're gonna play 2 hours almost, and that gives you more time to play cool stuff, you know.
Okay. It's difficult to select the set list to pick up what songs you're playing. How do you do it? It's difficult to arrange the set list. What songs you're
Yeah.
gonna play? Who's the one deciding what songs we're going to play right now?
Here, well, I have this saying, I've said it before. I would compare a festival show to a quickie in the corner, and I would say the headline show is a long night of love making with foreplay and everything. So it's like, you know, it's like sex, a quickie or a and I don't really know what we're gonna play yet. No, we'll have to wait. I mean, we're gonna do a US tour right now, and we're also gonna try a lot of new songs out there. And you know, by the time we come to Europe, we're gonna be even more a well-oiled machine by that time.
Mhm. By the way, your guitar player, Joel Hoekstra, will play with Accept in Spain in October.
No, he will not, because he's gonna be on tour with the TSO. He was just a sit-in for Phil Shouse for the summer, which,
So
you
Phil
know,
Shouse will be
we
playing here.
yeah, yeah.
And in America before, Phil Shouse also.
Also Phil Shouse, yeah.
So I reckon there are just a couple of shows remaining for Joel. The Wacken one and in
Probably
Sweden.
the way it looks right now, yeah. And I have to say, I mean, Joel is an amazing player. We really enjoyed every minute of being with him, and he's such a beautiful. I mean, he's mind-blowing as a guitar player, but he's also a very nice person to be around. So we're gonna miss him for sure, and I hope we get another chance one day. Well, maybe we have to have 4 guitar players in the future.
Could be great. And what happened to Phil? Why he couldn't play the summer festivals? Was
Because
something personal or private?
no, it was just he's on another tour. He's very much in demand on other tours, and somebody came and offered him a big US tour for the summer, and he took it. He said to us, "Well, I can't be available this," and we said, "Man, that's too bad, but we want you to come back. Please don't leave the band, you know." And so he hasn't. He has promised us to come back.
But it was a bit strange because some promo pics from the Humanoid album, Philip was not there in the promo pics. So
I know, and that is because we decided, well, we had a bit of a dilemma, because here's what happened. He came to us last year and said, well, I want to leave the band. I want to play with a country act, and I want to do all these other tours, and I don't want to do Accept anymore. And we said, you can't do that. We need you. We love you. You're an amazing player. So we came to this compromise. We said, you're not going to be part of the official core of the band, but whenever you're available, you're going to be like a permanent special guest in Accept. You know, whenever you're available, come join us, and we'd love to have you, because I feel Accept is so much better with 3 guitar players. And then we got Joel as a stand-in for Phil, and now he's amazing too. So we hate to see him go. We got all these great guitar players now.
Right. So the gates are open, for the doors are open for Joel for the future if you need it. If you
Yes,
need
they
him.
are.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. We had a blast with him. I mean, it'd be
By the
crazy
way,
to not. Yeah.
has he told you anything about the future Whitesnake? I don't know if he will come back, or have you told anything about Whitesnake?
It's not really my place to say anything or to speculate. I mean, he might have said something, but I can't remember now.
Okay, okay. I think David Coverdale is growing his hair again. Maybe we have news.
Maybe.
Okay,
I don't know.
all
I
right.
could tell you I'm not growing my hair again. That's all I know.
All right. Okay, you will be playing in America, if I'm not wrong, with KK's Priest, the band of the
Yeah.
Judas Priest members, and in Europe, and especially here in Spain, with Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons, Phil Campbell from Motorhead. Was this your decision to play with those bands, or is something about the booking agencies, or you have to do with the band, the special guest bands playing in Europe and in America? Well, in America, it's a 50-50
Well,
tour
I mean,
record.
yeah, well, think about it. I mean, these are both acts that have been around for a long time and they're legendary. I mean, we've got Motorhead and you've got Priest and Accept, and this seems to it seems to be a perfect fit, for both tours. And I think fans will really enjoy that. And, there's only so many of these legacy acts still out there. And I think both of them are a perfect fit. I guess we're all, we actually wrote a song about it, the last of a dying breed, this is us, so we have to find, we're trying to find the last remaining dinosaurs and we're going to tour them,
Okay. Until there is a last man standing. Maybe
Yeah,
maybe
that's
you will
right.
be the last man standing. You will
I'll
be.
be the last man standing. You just watch. I'm going to be 105. I'm going to be 105 with my flying V, and you'll see.
All right, great. Let's talk. A few weeks ago, the beginning of July, you surprised the world, the heavy metal community, announcing a special 50th anniversary celebration with a special album and a special tour. I have a question. Why did you announce it so soon? Because for me, it's really soon. Aren't you afraid that some fans can prefer to wait for the special tour in 25, 26, instead of going to the concerts you are playing this year? For me, it was a surprise you announced it so soon.
Yeah, but things like that take time, and I mean, it is a 50th. People have asked me for the last 2 years, when are you going to do an anniversary thing? Everybody wants to know. So I finally said, okay, we're going to do it. And, I think it's going to be it's going to be massive, man. It's going to be a huge surprise with all the guests that we're going to have. And I think it's going to be completely different from anything we've ever done before. So I think it's going to blow people away. But that doesn't take away from this tour that we have coming up, because first of all, it's going to be another year or more before we even go on this next tour. So people will definitely, if you like the new album Humanoid, and if you love Accept, you got to see this tour no matter what. This is going to be definitely a highlight anyhow.
Maybe I am totally wrong. Maybe I'm totally wrong. But the first time I read the statement, the announcement, I got the feeling that you have thought about announcing a farewell tour, because you said something like this is not going to last forever or something like that. Do you have in mind at the beginning announcing a farewell tour, or is a total mistake from my part?
No, you're not mistaken, because I mean, we've been doing it for a long, long time, and I don't know. I honestly don't know how long I can do this. I mean, nobody knows what the future will bring, and we're definitely it has crossed our mind. Absolutely. Yeah. So, it might be that we go off with a highlight like this, and then just really say, okay, this was it. I don't know yet, to be honest.
Anyway, not many people believe in the farewell tour right now, because we have seen many bands touring again and again and again after the farewell tour.
I
So
know, I know, I know, I know.
I think it's been a really clever decision,
Mhm.
not announcing it. All right. Okay. Regarding the album, the special album you are going to release with the celebration, I think there are going to be some classic re-recorded with especially Mark voice. And what can you tell me about when will you record it? When you, I think you are releasing it in 26, if I'm not wrong. What can you tell me about this new album?
I can't tell you anything yet because it's way too early. I can just tell you it's going to be a massive thing, and I don't really want to get into it yet because I'm not really here to, talk specifics about it. It's still in the planning stages, and it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be some really big names that are going to be participating in that, and you'll have to wait. Sorry, it's just too early.
But you have already selected the guest players or singers.
We have, yes, we have selected a lot of it. Not all of it, but we have selected a lot. Yeah.
And you know the track list already.
Maybe.
Okay. And the album is coming up in 26.
Maybe.
Oh my God. That's going to be difficult anyway.
Well, it's
Okay.
just too early, my friend. You
Yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
just wait. We're going to do another interview for the album when it's ready and when I'm
We'll do
ready
it.
to talk about it. It's just sorry, I mean, you can
Yeah,
ask
yeah, yeah.
me
And
about 2030. I don't know. I don't
all
know,
right.
man. It's
And a,
just too early.
and a part of this special album, are you writing any new stuff for another studio album in the future, or are you
Abs-
writing?
I'm always writing, man. I've just written a song idea a couple of days ago, and I've, we'll have to wait. I mean, it's just an ongoing process, and then it's up to the label to decide when and where the new studio album might be in the works or whatever. But the next big project for us is going to be this anniversary thing. That's all I know.
Mhm. This anniversary, about the anniversary tour, is coming at the end of next year, I reckon. So you won't be playing European summer festivals next year in 25, or not sure?
I haven't talked. I have. I'm not sure yet. I mean, I think there's going to be a few festivals that we might do, but I mean, this is all way too early. I mean, let's talk about it next year when the time is right. But right now, we're in the middle of the summer tour, and we're getting ready to do this amazing fall tour in the United States with KK, and then here in Europe with the Bastard Sons. That's all I know. And after that, you can't. That's one thing I've learned in the rock and roll and metal business. You can make all the plans you want, but it usually comes, different from what you think it's going to be like. There's developments along the way, and then things get postponed, things get pushed forward, things change all the time. So I could tell you anything right now. Doesn't mean it's really going to happen like that. You know,
Yeah. All
it's
right.
just the way it works. You have good
Okay.
intentions, and things happen anyhow.
Yeah, I do understand. That's the last one about the special announcement. I promise you, the last one. You ended your announcement telling we invite the world of heavy metal to join us with the celebration of this extraordinary anniversary. Will this invitation also be extended to Udo and Peter Baltes, given that it will be a very, very special occasion?
Yeah, of course. Of course. Doesn't mean they're going to say it. We have to wait and see. Of course, everybody, the door is always open for anybody to join us on this because it's going to be a retrospective of, all the 50 years of Accept. And whoever wants to participate is more than welcome. We'll have to, yes, sure.
But will you call them, or you will wait for their call?
And can you shut up already? You're not going to get me to talk about it. I'm sorry, man. I know it's a nice try. Everybody wants to know these things, but this is
You
not my
have to
place
wait.
right now.
It will
Exactly.
be
You just have to
it could
wait.
be very, really great for the fans. Okay.
Mhm.
Your last album, still your last album, is Humanoid, and we are becoming humanoids, maybe half human, half machines. As a musician, you prefer to be human or humanoid? I mean, would you use artificial intelligence, or have you used artificial intelligence to write music?
No, I have not. And of course, I mean, we live in so different, interesting times right now that it's creeping into every aspect of our everyday life. And that's why we wrote this album, because it's really on our minds. I mean, we're really becoming so dependent on technology. But I think heavy metal music or music in general is still one of the last domains. You know, at least I'm hoping that we are still the only creatures who can make good music. And of course, artificial intelligence is a bit of a threat to us, you know, because I've heard some of this stuff, and it's really scary good. I mean, I wouldn't say, you know, it's getting better and better, and we'll have to wait and see how it's going to be 20 years from now, but it's only going to get better and better. So I see this, it's definitely a concern.
At least the artificial intelligence can't play live right now. At least.
No, exactly. But maybe one day robots can play in concerts. I don't know.
For sure,
You know?
it will be the next thing.
Yeah, of course.
I would like to know about your feelings on a stage, because I have seen you many times, and
Yeah.
I take pictures, so I'm really close to you. 1 meter.
Okay.
So I see your face, and you are most of the show smiling. What do you feel when you are on stage?
Man, that's a good question. It's never quite the same. Sometimes I'm in this perfect blissful moments where I don't think about anything. And then it's just almost like autopilot, and I'm really almost floating on air, if you know, if for better. It's really one of the best feelings in the world, especially when the audience is great and the circumstances are right. Then it's like the best feeling. It's better than anything I know in life, you know. And then some other days your mind is just occupied with shit and you can't turn it off. You know, it's weird sometimes. And I don't like it when it's like that. I really like it when it's like when you're in the zone, so to say. But sometimes shit goes wrong on stage, or you can't hear properly, or your guitar is out of tune, and then you get distracted. So that's when you have to really work on yourself and get back into the zone. And usually I always get back into it. But I mean, being on stage is one of the biggest joys that I know. You know, it's really, there's nothing else in life that compares to it. So I totally enjoy every moment. And even when I'm distracted, it's let's put it this way, a bad day on stage is still better than a good day somewhere else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, perfectly. And I can imagine it's very important, the chemistry that you have with your partners on the stage, or the members of the band. I think you have a
Well,
very
that's the
good
other thing.
chemistry right now.
That's the other thing, man. If you have 5 guys on stage with you that you really, you know, they got your back, even if sometimes everybody has a day where they're not as good as they want to be, you know. We all have that. But then you've got the other guys that sort of keep it together. And it's really, you feel you can sort of lean back a little bit and depend on the other guys, because I'm not up there alone. I'm really up there with 5 other guys that really do an amazing job. And so even if I'm sometimes having a shit day, you know, they carry me through. And then we all, you know, usually we always deliver, I would say, you know. So I mean, the goal is always to have your off days be still pretty damn good, you know. Never, you know, we're not machines, so it's never exactly the same. But the goal is always to have even your bad days be so good that nobody notices, if you know what I mean.
Perfectly. Okay. Just to finish the interview, apart of Accept, do you have in mind anything solo artist, any project you have in mind, or you are totally focused on Accept right now?
Well, I'm together with, you know, the new woman in my life. Her name's Ava, Rebecca Rahman. She plays violin. She played with us on this tour Europe, and you know, her and I want to really do something together, and maybe next year or whenever we have some time off, would really like to focus on that and do some concerts, or maybe make an album or something. We've been working on songs for a long time. It's just, you know, I'm always on tour with Accept right now, so I don't really have a lot of time to dedicate it. But that'd be another, this would be maybe a follow-up to my classical albums that I've done. You know, if I release something else, it's probably going to be something with her.
Do you think nowadays it still makes sense to release an album when there are the digital platforms? Other artists only release singles. Do you think there is still time to release albums? regular CDs or physical stuff?
Well, certainly for Accept. I mean, the fan community really still appreciates a full album and the vinyl and all that, the whole package. I think that's part of the deal, and even in the foreseeable future, that will remain. Whether it's going to remain forever, I don't think so, because the new generation, especially pop and I don't know, hip hop and all these guys, they don't make albums anymore. But we're old school, and our fans are old school. We like albums, so we're gonna keep making albums for sure.